Anyway, so, all right.
Imagine
Eventually,
us with guests.
imagine the guest just getting up and walking out the door.
I can see that.
I could too. All right, so story time. So when I was in the military, when I was in charge of a training platoon, and privates coming out of basic training, getting their first taste of freedom as military, because when you're in AIT, you can kind of leave the base, you can do whatever you want. They suddenly realized they could get married, and these are guys that
Get
I don't
that
even.
BAH.
Yeah, they think it's like this big paycheck, and meanwhile they just get on-base housing and they don't get anything. So it's pointless. I don't understand it. Whatever. Cool. I was married when I went into the military, so I didn't have that experience. And it's always the ones that have never dated or anything that seem to get married the fastest.
Mormon.
No, actually, a lot of them were from upstate New York.
That makes more sense. Makes more sense. The most action they get is when they hit a tree.
Yes. So I'm sitting at home, and I get this phone call. Hey, Sarge, I want to get married. I met this girl. I'm engaged. I was like, oh, great. Wait, what? Wait, when were you dating anybody?
10 minutes ago.
He said, oh, I met her this weekend. Mind you, this was a 4-day weekend, and this was Sunday.
So day 4.
It was
Day
it was technically day
3.5.
3. Yeah, we'll go with day 3.5. So we it's not that funny. So he said, okay, I want you to meet her. So I was like, all right,
Someone
cool.
got access.
I was like, well, where'd you meet her? He goes, oh, that's easy, the Pink Pony Club. Not to be confused with the Pink Pony Club song that is being sung currently and is regarding a club in LA, I think.
I think so. So it's a franchise.
That must be a franchise. I don't know why they would franchise it, but whatever. This one was in
Extra
Huntsville,
revenue.
Alabama. So I don't know why they would franchise that.
Extra revenue.
Extra something.
It's a good money
And so I said,
laundering operation.
oh, okay. Well, why are you getting married? And he gave me a very descriptive answer that I am not going to repeat on a family podcast. And I was like, great. Yeah, that's going to create a strong marriage. Come to find out.
For the first 2 years, at least.
Well, that's
2.5.
lucky. Lucky. Come to find out, all the other guys on the base found out what she was good at, too. So we go, and I drag my wife along. She still gets mad at me to this day about it, going, why did I have to meet this person? And so we meet them, and it's all great. And then she smiles.
Oh. She missing them teeth, huh?
Oh, no, the teeth were there. They were just
Removable?
all over there. And come to find out, she had 2 kids from a previous relationship that she didn't have custody of.
That's always
So
fun.
it sounds like a great plan, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's marry somebody who can't have custody of their kids. Great. So they had their own.
I can see where this is going.
Yes.
You please tell
And-
me you didn't have the room.
Huh?
I said, please tell me you didn't have the room, because I can see where this is going.
The room. For the kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of. So, I know this little kid the whole time, and all of a sudden, a few months after their daughter's born, we get on the door at 3 o'clock in the morning. Mind you, I don't have to be to work till 6 in the morning, so I'm not up yet. He had to go to training, so he was up. He's staying there, holding a baby, going, I don't know where my wife is. I think she's still at her boss's house.
What?
Yeah. She got too drunk, so she stayed there. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Oh.
not what happens.
I mean,
That's fine. You're naive, and you can think yourself that.
all right, yeah,
Um.
a lot of extramarital.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And so here we have this baby. Our son's in the other room, also an infant stage. And this kid gets dropped off with no diapers, no clothes, no nothing.
Is the person today still a female?
As far as I know, even though we did have to dress her in boys' clothes, I did not have anything to do with gender identity crisis at that point because this baby was just happy to be sleeping.
Oh, okay.
I think.
That's good.
I hope.
That's good.
I hope I didn't have anything to do with that if they are.
Well, as long as they don't reach
Never
out
know.
to you.
We'll be good. So yeah, that's one story out of a lot that I could tell from some interesting, fun times in the military. At least this one, the guy kept his pants on when he was at the gate. So, yes. Now you want me to tell that story, don't you?
No, we can unpack that one later. That. I mean,
Or the time where I had to pull Air Force MPs out of the water because they were drowning. Because they were so drunk on a public beach that
oh,
the female didn't realize that her bikini top was not on anymore. Yeah.
I just thought. I mean, I could make this joke. Just because they're in the Air Force, they don't feel like they need to learn how to swim.
Well, the security forces aren't not exactly the brightest ones in the bulb.